Hello ladies and gents, I am the Rev. Welcome on back to more Starfield, and when we last left off, we are in the Crimson Fleet quest line given to us by the Vanguard. Now we're up to Rook Meets King. We gotta meet a high-ranking lady at Europa somewhere. We'll see. Demios.
Wow. Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once. So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew.
Let's see. We are a smartass.
You're funny. I hate funny.
Oh, okay.
Remember that.
All right.
So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open.
Okay.
I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you.
Okay.
There's a medical supply ship called the Radeon, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Reek. I want him dead.
Okay.
Kill Reek? That's your only option? If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. Turn the Radeon into space junk. Only way to be sure.
Or I could kill him. Let's see. She doesn't want, oh. Excuse me, that's all the, oh, yeah, we'll figure it out.
When Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
Let's see, that should be, in theory, right where we need to go. I don't know. I always, just to make sure so I don't go anywhere wild, I'll go through the plan and stuff. Just to make sure. I picked up an asteroid somewhere and it's been following me ever since.
Pilot of the Radeon. We are a simple transport ship heading to New Homestead. We do not want any trouble.
Let's see.
I do not understand. Please confirm your intentions.
Oh man, really? Should we try and spare him? I mean, it gives us this option, so we probably have to do it or we'll fail the mission.
Well, normally I would say no, but frankly it will be safer for us that way. Alright, you can dock. We will talk then.
Okay.
You and I have things to discuss.
Uh-oh, someone's bitching at me on my ship.
Pressure normalized, and we're docked.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you?
Nope.
And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him. Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board.
No.
Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port. That is fair. We do not want any part of the fleet. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
Thank you for letting us go.
Okay. I can live with that. It's not as fun, but...
Unlatched. Free and clear.
All right. And jump back. There comes my asteroid. Why can't I get rid of that asteroid?
Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target classes?
Oh, I better get moving. Right, my friend.
No one messes with the Crimson Fleet.
Hold on a second. Let me get my stuff I grabbed. Alright. Why does it say I'm going only 24? Oh, it's because nothing's in my engines. Jeez. Helps when I pay attention, doesn't it? Go, and there should be 2 more. Whoa. Man, I just don't like how floaty these ships are. Oh, geez, that's a waste. Got it. Yep.
Thanks for the help with the Cliptic. I had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yup, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rake's taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. So you've already dug yourself a hole about 6 feet deep.
Oh.
And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
Okay. All right.
Docking complete.
Commander Ikonde wants to see you. Follow me.
See if we, excuse me, made the right
We'll
decision.
be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
Howdy.
Heard the Regana made it to port with 0 casualties. Like,
We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for. That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices. Just remember not to lose yourself in the part.
As long as I'm given a
one
choice.
more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem. They are mercenaries for hire. If they are paid enough money, Ecliptic would attack the Vigilance. It wasn't terribly difficult to convince them to attack an isolated Crimson Fleet ship. Just expensive. Ah, so I take it you have good news. Were you able to join the fleet? Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. The woman has a record that could stretch across Sol and back. She started young as one of Neon's street rats, and worked her way up to second in command. She's a force to be reckoned with, so don't underestimate her.
Okay. That was really
Yes,
unhelpful.
you pass your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
In any case, now that you're with the fleet,
Oh, I
you'll
gotta
be
look it up
operating
myself?
independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the key.
Duh.
This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success.
Yeah, we'll see.
Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Hello.
Okay, well, let's see how hard this is to do. Let's see. Total of 131. I got a 140 to jump, so be good. I should probably
Nobody
have these
hails the
guys.
key. Just do your business.
Okay. You never know. You could be shot for not hailing some places. I don't know. Maybe I've been playing video games too long. It's like always the thing you do. You always hail before you land.
Nice clean dock lift.
Get into it.
You cut. Now get out of my face. You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new Rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught? Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Forget how to grav jump or something? Never apologize. Not if you want anyone in the fleet to respect you. And if they don't respect you, put a gun to their head and they'll get the message.
Okay.
But all that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together. You think? And that's only part of it. I'll let Delgado fill you in on the whole story. He tells it better anyway. But I can give you the short version while we walk the station. Anyway, I'll tell you all about the Key. But it's better if I show you too. Follow me. All right. History time. So, the Key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, Lock, Key. Cute, huh? Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the Key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nav. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine.
You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cripps had a lot to do with all that, but, we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, Queen of the Rare Exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
Say
On the
anything
right,
you like.
you've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station. The Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering.
Ooh. Yeah, that's good way to keep somebody in line.
Obviously, betrayal isn't taken lightly around here. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have.
So that's, I want to look for his stuff.
The bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety. It's why he's the boss. Of course, I'm not the first reckoner to bear a bomb under my rib cage, but Delgado was smart enough to continue the tradition. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core. If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say, so you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Okay.
All right, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors.
Yeah, so this is if you want to take and do all these missions, you want to go bad.
Have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
All right, that's where we're going next. So we'll grab that in the next episode so we keep these under a half hour long bite-sized chunks so you guys can pick them up when you have the time. But keep your heads down, your warriors of doom up and all. See you again real damn soon.
Something?